What we doing there? You ain't subscribed yet. I'll wait. Now, for those of you that usually watch the content, you know, it's the landing. Can talk about anything. Who knows? God knows. But you see today, Sunday, I might make this a regular occurrence. I'm getting a lot of messages. People know I love my football. There's a lot of people that love football that watch this. So, Premier League results. Now, obviously, bear in mind, sometimes there's games on a Monday. But, you know, if anything, we'll try to predict the score or something. But just a rundown on the results in our fashion. I say our fashion. If you're from the culture I'm from, then you know we use certain words, certain slangs. It's a little bit different to your normal match of the day. You know what I'm trying to say? That's the bougie one. This is the kitchen effect. You know. So I was going to wear my Chelsea shirt. I'm not trying to be too biased though. I'm a Chelsea fan, born and raised. No, I wasn't a Chelsea fan when the money came in, when Roman Abramovich came in. No, before that, my mum's a Chelsea fan. I followed the family. Do you get what I'm saying? So naturally, you already know, Stamford Bridge. That's where we're at. But let me know if I should be wearing my Chelsea top though, because I don't want to offend anybody. Listen, see this football thing, it's a passionate thing, you know. You think it's a joke. You see after today's results, people's households are quiet. I know people that support Liverpool and Man United. Certain people ain't watching Match of the Day tonight. It's over, buddy. Bad man, you should go upstairs and get the iPad out, the tablet out, your phone, because, yeah, if there's a hierarchy in your house that support Liverpool, it's over, buddy. There's no Match of the Day for you tonight. Early night. Now look, I'm going to get straight into it because you know I like to keep my segments short. Attention spans. See 2025, it's crazy. Now you know the clipboard's out. It's a serious thing. So, this was the round of game 8. So we're 8 games into the season. You already know 38 games in a season. Let me know. I know, you know, I know. But for some that don't, you know what I'm saying? Some women watch this as well, you know. And shout out to my women, salute, that know the football thing. You know who you are. But look, game 8. We had Nottingham Forest against Chelsea. Take a little sip of my tea, because it's a great weekend, man, you know. But I'm not going to try and be biased. All right, cool. Forest Chelsea. Chelsea win 3-0. Now, if you know, Chelsea on the road. Yeah. We're still in our new little phase, I like to call it. The Maresca phase. But 3-0, it was a good game. To be fair, Forest could have scored a couple, in all honesty. You know what I'm saying? But good to see Neto get his goal. Good to see Reece James on his 200th game, if I'm not mistaken. Score. Salute, Brody. You already know. And salute to the young bull, Josh Achampong. My bad. Scored his first Premier League goal for the club. Came through the academy. Centre back. Got composure. Got talent. Knows how to forward out with the football at his feet. So salute. So yeah, Chelsea 3-0 at Forest. And that was the last game for Ange Postecoglou, who was not only sacked from Tottenham after he won them the Europa Cup, which is crazy to me. But okay. He's been sacked now. 39 days in charge. You know the Forest chairman. He's on smoke. Yeah, he's on smoke. He left his seat with about 20 minutes to go. My man forwarded into the changing room. Got the call to forward out. It's over, buddy. Take your things. Yeah. So he's gone. He's gone. Brighton, Newcastle. And I said to myself, that's going to be a good game. Because you know Brighton at home, they're different gravy. But Brighton win 2-1. Newcastle, I don't know, man. Newcastle's it's a team where you expect more than what they produce. But then I say that to say Brighton at home can cause problems. Do you know what I'm saying? So Brighton take that 2-1. Didn't watch the game. Didn't even see the highlights to it. But I know Danny Welbeck got 2, if I'm not mistaken. Newcastle's new striker. And when I do my segments, just so you know, like, other than the basics, this is all from my knowledge of football. This is all from what I believe I know. I believe I'm a football person of knowledge and stuff like that. So I haven't like researched crowd capacities and, you know what I'm saying? So I might forget certain things, but I just like it to be that way because it's more natural. But Newcastle's new striker, is it Voldemort? Why do I feel like that's it? So because I don't do this edit thing and no, if I said it wrong, just correct me in the comments. It's over, buddy. Yeah, but he scored for Newcastle. He's been on a little roll. Burnley Leeds. Burnley win 2-0. Kind of thought Leeds would be on a bit more smoke. But Scott Parker at Burnley's got them doing all right at home, I can't lie. Will they stay up? It's early. It's game 8. You know, I don't even know who scored for Burnley, to be honest with you lot. But cool, let's be honest, yeah? Them man there are battling for down that way there, you know what I mean? But salute to them, because again, you know, God loves a trier. Nobody thought Leicester was going to win the league that year. What was that, 2016, 17? So you already know. Now, Palace, Bournemouth, I watched the game. Palace being a South London team, you already know. But 3-3, Palace, Bournemouth, cold match. Mateta should have had 4. If you watch the game, you know what I'm talking about. Last minute of the game, it's 3-3. He gets the opportunity. Rose bad man. Rose. But that hat-trick must have been from the Wilfred Zaha effect, because you know they've been going, yeah, back and forth and that. But great game. And I knew that was going to be a good game. But Bournemouth went 2-0 up. And shout out Semenyo as well, because I don't think he stays at Bournemouth beyond next season. He won't go in January, but beyond next season, I think he's gone, man. But great game, 3-3. Man City, Everton, 2-0. You already know the shooter. Erling, the bad boy, Arlen. Yeah, because he's a bad boy in this thing. I'm sure he's on 98 goals now. He's going to be the first player to get to 100 goals in the least amount of games, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Shearer on 116 that got to 100 goals? 100 goals in 116 games. But Haaland's on something like 98 goals and like, what's he on now? 100 games, 101 games, 102, something like that. Correct me in the comments. Like I said, I'm just going from what I know. But we know Haaland's a bad boy, top shooter. So City 2-0. Arsenal's top of the league right now, isn't it? Yeah. Sunderland 2, Wolves 0. I'm not being funny here. Sunderland, salute. You lot are doing things. Since you got Granit Xhaka in that centre mid, the experience, yeah? I think Wolves are out of here. It's over, buddy. If you support Wolves, get comfortable with Championship from now, because, and you lot just gave your manager a new contract, but it's over. It's definitely over, buddy. Fulham, Arsenal. I watched the game, but I left the game 10 minutes or 20 minutes before the end. Who even scored for Arsenal is what I want to know. Why do I feel like it was Gabriel? Who scored for Arsenal? Let me know who scored for Arsenal in the comments. Because like I said, I know football's a serious thing, and there's some die-hard fans watching this that are mad at me right now. Like, no, it's not. So, my bad. But shout out to Fulham though, you know, just over the bridge on that. You know, Fulham, man. Always want to see Fulham do well. Even though I'm a Chelsea fan, they're not a threat like that. You get what I'm trying to say? So, you know the thing's set. Spurs Villa today, I watched the game, and Tottenham, I don't know. You know how the song goes, everywhere they go. Yeah, but I'm not going to start singing it for you, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, but these times it's even at home. You know what I mean? But you lot lost 2-1 to Villa. Villa was on smoke. Morgan Rogers' goal was bad. You know, he gave them the cold Palmer. I keep telling you, I'm not happy about this, but cool, I get it. Cool. But yeah, Villa shouldn't be where they are, innit? They've got a better team than to be where they are. Sorry, I can get my words out. But Unai Emery, I like his characteristics. I think he's a cold manager. Always happy to see Tottenham lose, but I'm not trying to come across biased. So shout out to the Tottenham fans. You lot are still up there right now. You lot are going to have a better season than last season. I promise you that. You get what I'm saying? And then we get to what? The game I just watched, Liverpool, Man United. Now, listen. I feel like this is Liverpool's fourth loss in a row. Obviously, Chelsea beat them before the international break. But that game I just watched, Man United are looking a lot sharper, a lot better. And when you think of the Man United team on paper, that's a team that can go up against anybody, bro. And let's not take anything away from those two clubs, the biggest clubs in the Premier League, arguably the world. Do you get what I'm saying? 20 titles each. You already know the thing. But the game itself, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know what's going on with Liverpool at the moment. I think they're struggling to figure out how to play Wirtz, how to put him in position. Ekitike, I feel sorry for him because obviously Isak being the main man now, all sorts of quids was spent, so he has to start. Bad man, it's over. Not fully, but you're on the bench. Wirtz, they're going to have to play him. All sorts of quids got spent. They need to figure that out. But I don't know what it is. They always say trying to defend your title, Liverpool obviously won the Premier League last season, is always the hardest thing to do. Hence why when City won it 4 years in a row, salute. Crazy. But Liverpool right now, they're a bit shaky, man. It's the first time United have beaten Liverpool at Anfield in a decade, if I'm not mistaken. So that lets you know. But the game was a good game. Gakpo hit the post like 3 times. Ended up scoring. Definitely deserved it. The boy Harry Maguire, say what you want about him. No pace and all that, I get it. But, boy, the man had just got the winner at Anfield. Bad man. You know what I'm saying? So, good game. Like I said, if you're in a household where you've got Liverpool fans and Man United fans, yeah, if the hierarchy is a Liverpool fan, then bad man, there's no match of the day for you. It's over, buddy. Literally. But then tomorrow, obviously, West Ham, Brentford. And I want to see West Ham forward up the table. And I'm not one of them people, because these are London clubs, like I should be, disrespecting them and rivalry. Nah, man. Look, they're no harm in it. They're no threat to man. Do you know what I mean? But West Ham, Brentford at West Ham. I'll go with West Ham to win it. True, I got Jared Bowen in my fantasy team and that, so you're done now. I'll just put that there. But look, to sum it up, for me, right now, and remember, it's all from my knowledge. If I'm going to pick my 11 right now, this is who it would be. I would play a 4-3-3. I would have Raya in goal for Arsenal's goalkeeper. I would have Cucurella left back. I'd have Timber right back. Reece James, that's my dog. But I'll give it to Timber right now. My 2 centre-backs, it's still got to be Virgil van Dijk, even though he's shaky at this moment in time. And I would partner him with... It's got to be Gabriel. My 3 in the middle, I would go with Caicedo, holding, naturally. All right, let me think about this now. I'd go with Caicedo, holding. Can't put Wirtz in there. McAllister's a bit shaky. Slobosly's hit right back sometimes. When I think of City, Rodri's, you know what I'm saying, injured, and so we can't put him in there. And remember, I'm picking my team for right now. So I go Caicedo, Declan Rice, give it to him. Caicedo, Rice. Who would I put in the 10? And look, I can't even pick Cole Palmer. You know I would, but he's injured. So right now, Caicedo, Rice. Who do I go with? Eze, he's in and out. When I think of who, City. I'm not happy with that. Cunha's playing from the left more time, but I do like Cunha in the 10. I would put Cole Palmer in the 10, but look, it's not going to run. Who do I go with, man? Or do I play 2 up top? Nah, man, I'm staying 4-3-3. Caicedo, Declan Rice. I'll put Morgan Rogers in the 10. Only because lately, what he's been doing for England, what he's been doing at Villa, I'll put Morgan Rogers in the 10. Just so I'm not dwelling on it too long as well. I know you're watching this, like, what's going on? Cool. Then my 3 forwards, I'm going with... I'm not trying to be biased. Going on form, picking today. So over the weekend's action, this is how I'm picking this team. Going with Pedro Neto from the right. Yeah. Through the centre. Who am I going with through the centre though? Gyökeres ain't doing it. Erling Haaland, obviously. Let me take a tea on that because I was dwelling. And this is the problem. When you're just trying to do it straight from your knowledge, Haaland through the centre, Pedro Neto from the right, Cody Gakpo from the left. What we doing here? Let me know in the comments. You know, I believe I know football well enough, so I'm ready for the criticism, whether it's constructive or not. But let me know. That was the round of Game 8 games, Premier League. Shout out to the 2 that play tomorrow, West Ham and Brentford. Other than that, nothing major that went on this weekend. Like I said, for Man United, salute. First win in a decade at Anfield. They're looking like they're back. Ange Postecoglou. It's over, buddy. It's the landing, man. Make sure you subscribe. Never know what we're going to talk about.
Call me Saint Nick. Caesar with me too. Going ape shit. Gorillas in the zoo. We had to break shit.